A sign of just how crazy the bowl season has become in recent years. The two biggest underdogs this bowl season, over 40 bowl games, the two biggest underdogs are both undefeated teams. I'm going to talk about one of those games here, the Fiesta Bowl between Liberty and Oregon. Is there value with the Flames getting 2.5 touchdowns, or will the Ducks roll? I'm going to let you know how to play this game and make some money when you do so on New Year's Day. Hi, I'm Steve Merrill, WagerTalk.com, right back here on Wager Talk TV, and I'm breaking down the January 1st afternoon game, Fiesta Bowl, Liberty and Oregon, 1 o'clock Eastern kickoff, January 1st, Monday on ESPN. The calm before the storm, as this will be one of the last games before the two national semifinals on Monday night. And we really thought Oregon would be playing on Monday because I thought they'd be in the national semifinals, but they couldn't get it done against the Washington Huskies as a 10-point favorite about last month in the Pac-12 championship. And by the way, I said going into that game, winners in, losers out. Obviously, Washington undefeated, they're in. But would the committee have dared left both Pac-12 teams out? Would they have left Oregon out with the one loss and put Florida State in instead? I think that might have happened, actually, because Pac-12, of course, is done after this week. The conference is no longer existing, but we'll never know for sure. One thing I do know is this is a very good Oregon team. In fact, I run several different sets of power ratings. Numerous of the power ratings that I run and metrics that I use have them as the best team in the country this year, even though they're on the outside looking in. So if they come to play, they can name their score. Currently, they're a 16.5-point favorite. My math model favors Oregon by 18, so I do think there's some line value under that key number of 17. Of course, motivation, though, is the big question. Will they care about this game? And on the surface, you say, well, they're not motivated. But then if you look at the transfer portal, the opt-outs, not many guys are sitting out this game. Quarterback Bo Nix expected to play. Some of the star players are going to still play in this game, which tells me they are playing to win. And explosive offensive team. Let's not forget what they did back in week 1 against Portland State. 81-7. They also beat Hawaii 55-10. They beat Stanford and Colorado 42-6 back-to-back weeks. I bring that up because if you look at your raw power ratings, I've got Liberty about 3 points better than Colorado on a neutral field. Speaking of Liberty, they face maybe the weakest Division 1A schedule this year of any team. In fact, I use numerous different metrics to rank schedules. Some of them have Liberty facing the weakest FBS schedule of any team in the country. There's really nothing to compare this game to. Back in week 1, they were a 7-point favorite against Bowling Green, won by 10. They were a 9.5-point favorite the next week against New Mexico State, won by 16. This is a substantial step up in class against Oregon. And yes, Liberty has good numbers on the season, but they basically came against 1AA level competition. In fact, South Dakota State, who's in the FCS championship game next Sunday, I rank them about a touchdown better than Liberty on a neutral field, and they played a tougher schedule on the FCS level than Liberty did. So yes, it's an impressive 13-0 record, and the Flames have had a nice season, but it ends most likely on Monday afternoon. If you're going to play it, I would recommend laying it, especially at 16.5 or less, as 17 and also 18 are both somewhat key numbers. I do think we get a little bit of line value. If Oregon shows up, they can name their score in the Fiesta Bowl. I mentioned how this is the second biggest bowl underdog. Of course, the biggest is Florida State, about a 19 and 20-point dog heading into the weekend against Georgia, and they're also undefeated. So it's just an amazing thing that the two biggest bowl underdogs this season are two of the only undefeated teams in Liberty and Florida State. It just shows the times we live in. Of course, Florida State's a big dog because everybody is opting out. That's also a very similar situation there with Georgia. Not a lot to play for after missing the playoffs. Many of you will be watching this video later on Sunday or Monday. Of course, that result was on Saturday. I'm doing this video heading into the weekend, though, before that game was played. Just wanted to point that out to you, that the two biggest underdogs are two of the only undefeated teams in college football. By the way, looking at the money line, about minus 700, take back plus 500. That's about an 87% chance. The odds makers are saying that Oregon wins this game straight up as a 16.5-point dog. I think the odds are greater than that. What are your take? Comment below. Let me know. Are we on upset alert? Could the Liberty pull the big dog upset as a 16.5-point dog, or does Oregon roll? Comment below. Let me know your thoughts on the Fiesta Bowl New Year's Day, Monday afternoon. I've got 5 other strong bowl best bets. This one missed the cut, but I've got 5 strong bowl best bets, including both of the national semifinals between Michigan, Alabama, Texas, Washington. So you don't want to miss out. A 5-pack for January 1st, New Year's Day, this Monday. Bowl best bets for my personal client, Steve Merrill, WagerTalk.com. Check out my website right now and check out my page for daily free plays as well. And get there quicker with shortcut WT.buzz/SM. You're joining us throughout the weekend, too. Some great promo codes up there as well. 30% off a 7-day all sports, or the best deal. January 1st is here. Why not take a serious investment approach and get the entire year of all sports, football, baseball, and basketball for just over $3 a day with promo code SM365. Full details on that all sports promo on my page right now, Steve Merrill, WagerTalk.com. All right, enjoy the games. Happy New Year to everybody out there. Be sure to comment below. I read all the comments or reply back. Thumbs up, like, and don't forget to hit subscribe and hit the bell for instant alerts. You know when all these videos are posted here on Wager Talk TV. Follow me on Twitter as well at Steve Merrill, 2 R's, 1 L, at Steve Merrill on Twitter. I also post free plays throughout the week on Instagram, on IG as well. And stay tuned right here to Wager Talk TV for more great college football preview videos coming up next.